Welcome back, YouTube. We are back on the Nitro. Is this the Nitro? Yeah, this is the Nitro. We're on our 16-foot Nitro. And if y'all been following the saga with this thing, the 90 horsepower 4-stroke was put on and it's too heavy for the boat. We can't get the boat to optimal performance. With the research I've done and talking to guys that build jack plates, talk about jack plates and install jack plates, is what they're telling me is that I needed a jack plate. So I got a 6-inch setback that we're going to put on this little 16-foot boat and see if that'll get my prop back into cleaner water and make it perform. And what else I'd like to get your attention to is me and my son created a bait company. It's called Bait Odyssey Baits. You can see it right here. He makes soft plastics, and through his generosity of making soft plastics, I get to use them and sell them to you guys at a discount. There'll be a discount code here. This is not a paid advertisement or paid endorsement or nothing. This is not a sponsorship, YouTube. This is actually us trying to sell stuff to support the YouTube channel and support our fishing craze. There'll be a link to the website, discount code down there for you guys to use. But what we like to do is the custom colors of like the old colors that are not there anymore. Send us an email and be like, hey, can you copy this color? And you send us a picture. That's our biggest business right now, is copying other colors, the colors that ain't around no more. Link in the description. Discount code be here on the screen or in the description. All right, let's trim it up. Let's get the prop out. All right, what some of y'all keep asking me, why is it such a pain in the butt to get this boat to perform? I couldn't tell you. The only thing that I could think of is that these Nitro 640s and the 7 something and the 800s, they were all narrow beam. Like, this boat is narrower than the average boat today. So it ain't displacing enough water to carry the load of the 4-stroke, which what's going to make it even worse is that I'm putting a heavy jack plate on there, an actual jack plate on there, which is adding more weight. Once we get to the jack plate and get it installed, I'm going to tell you what I was told, the reasons behind why the jack plate's going to help, and then y'all can make your own decisions and argue about it in the comments, and we'll go from there once we put it on the lake, hopefully today, and see if it actually helps. Keep going. All right, you're out. Not on it.
You ready?
Yep. Still not on it. Don't mess that bolt up. Hang on, come on. All right. Don't mess it up. Can you pull it out or push it out? Get a screwdriver in the box over there. Don't stick your finger in there. Stick the screwdriver and push on the bolt. Don't hit it, push on it.
No, it's not even moving.
It's because it's glued in there from the silicone. You might have to take it and hit it.
Yeah.
You move?
It's moving.
Alright, it should be. It's still glued to the boat. Pull back, just don't get under the wheel. Oh, it's gotta go up. It's still stuck on that lip, so raise it up. Watch out, it's gonna swing back.
You run up?
Yeah, it's good. Is it still stuck on the boat? Yeah, hold on, it's still stuck on the boat. I don't think you push that back far enough.
I think the bottom one.
And a screwdriver. Yeah, let it pressure off. It's stuck on one of those bolts. It ain't stuck on there now. Check it up. Alright, pull it back. Pull it back. Alright, set it down on the ground. Don't, as soon as it touches the floor, stop. Alright. Alright, we got the motor set back. Get all this silicone off, the majority of it.
Come on this side.
Let's go. Oh shit, is it gonna fit? Come on, don't let go of it. See if you push your bolt through.
No.
Huh?
I can't push it there.
Alright, grab that jack plate. We're gonna move this motor. So I think this is in the way.
Is it in the way?
Yep. But I can bend the bracket and it'll be out. Going back to the bend the bracket method. See, I think they make a bracket to hang the transducer off of that. So there it is, YouTube. I had to bend the little tab corner here on my transducer. I mean, it just bent the tab over. It was touching that. I mean, if I took and cut it off, you would never know that it was in the way. But it's not even in the way now, so we're good. Is the bottom hole? Stick your finger in the bottom hole, Kyle, and see if you can feel the bolt.
I can see, but it doesn't look centered.
Well, you can still wiggle it. All right, let's put silicone on it.
Should we test the bottom one before we?
Well, you can go in there and push it, but it should. I mean, it's standardized bolt pattern, so it should work.
I know.
Yeah. Good that you're wanting to test it. Oh yeah, they went through. Try the other one. All right, you're good. So they're both in there. I can set it on. Shouldn't take much because we're putting it. I don't know if this is a wood boat or not. If it's got wood back here. Raise up on it. Oh, it blocks the drain. Good. Keep going. Squeeze the silicone out. She's on there.
Bolts for the boat?
Yeah, they're in that little white box in your room.
Oh.
All right, YouTube, what we got going on here is that we're trying to get the jack plates bolts out so we can jack plate it, but they're seized in there and it won't slide. So we're trying to get it all cleaned out. So when we do take it to the lake, hopefully today, to see if we can get it adjusted out, we're able to raise it up and down, or at least do the first initial prop the pad measurement here in the garage, and then we can get it to go up and down. So that's what we're doing. All right, so we're back for an update on our jack plate, not jack plating. So these are threaded in aluminum and stainless. They don't play well without anti-seize. Now we got our actual up and down bolt stuck. Jack plates, people, put anti-seize between, what do they call it? Not like metals, disassemble or whatever. You need anti-seize in there so that stuff don't corrode together. Right now, this jack plate's pretty worthless on what we need it for, unless we just set it and forget it, which if we can't get these bolts loose, that center bolt loose, we might have to set it and forget it. But we still got to raise it up and down because it might not be in the set it and forget it position. So we're still going at it heavy here. Had to go back to the back garage and get some more tools. Batteries swapped out. We run the batteries on both of our impacts trying to get these bolts out. They were in there. We had to use breaker bar, long ratchets. We're going to continue to bust at it. Pretty boring stuff, actually. Cool to see for you guys is if we actually broke the boat and somebody punched something or lost a limb or poked their eye out, but we'll see. All right. So we last left off, we were trying to get the jack plate apart because everything was stuck. It wouldn't slide. So it took us an hour to get all this, to just get the top bolt out. Anti-seize, people. You need anti-seize when you're putting aluminum and stainless together. I got lemon heads. So to clean up some of the bolts, I had to go get a tap and die set so we can clean everything up, clean out all the holes, clean them out, and put anti-seize in there as it goes. So it all goes back together. All right, let's get this piece of the jack plate off. I thought about doing this while it was off of the boat, but the way it was stuck, there was no way we could have done this on the boat, or unless the jack plate was on the boat. We're gonna clean that and tap that hole. Then we're gonna tap all the ones on that side, and then we're gonna run a die across all the bolts. All right, guys, we'll get this tapped out. Now you use cutting fluid, some kind of lube, when you're trying to tap it out. Basically, all I'm doing is cleaning the threads, which is tap's kind of the wrong thing to use for that. They actually make thread chasers that you're supposed to use instead of a tap. Couldn't find one, so this is going to work. Since I said I was going to put anti-seize in all this, you got to take brake cleaner and clean out all this lube before you put the anti-seize in there, so the anti-seize sticks and stays in place and does what it needs to do. And the cutting oil and the lube and all that don't break the anti-seize down to where the anti-seize ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing. So make sure you do that. Take your brake clean. Set that off the side, let it evaporate, clean up your mess on the floor. We're gonna hang the motor back on. Trying to teach you how to get past the child block, my child.
I don't know, it's not working. Oh, it's working.
All right, the motor, it's all back together. Like I said, people, this was a used jack plate, and I was going to take it apart and clean it before I put it on the boat, and I'm glad I didn't because every bolt was stuck. I'm glad it was bolted to the boat so I could really torque. I had to bring the breaker bars and extensions and all that stuff. Center bolt was stuck, so we got it all apart. Anti-seize, stainless and aluminum, they do not mix. Anti-seize everything when you put these back together. But what we're going to do now is we're going to clean the boat up because we're trying to make it to the lake to test this today. Do our prop to pad measurement, get it at 3.5, go test. All right, guys, we're on the way to the lake. We got the jack plate installed right now. Our quick little under the boat, trying to get it level. We're at 4 1/4 prop to pad. That's where we set it. So we're going to go test this and see how it does. We'll see you at the lake. new jack plate and cavitation plates, about 2 inches out of the water. So we're gonna have to lower it. But we didn't get everything done today because the jack plate was a nightmare to get apart. We had to, it took us an hour to get the one bolt out. Take it 1 inch or a couple turns one way and then a couple turns back in, and we were just lubing the whole time. I had to go buy a tap and die to clean all the threads, and everything on it has anti-seize this time. Anti-seize, 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 guys. But we'll catch you tomorrow. We're gonna try to finish up putting the stuff that we have on the boat, the front latch up there. We might lower this a little bit and take it to the lake again. See if we can get this plate right above the water line. Peace out until tomorrow.